What is up, everybody? We are about to watch the new story trailer for Armored Core 6 that just dropped. I have RP with me today. Say hello, RP. Hey, there it is. Hello. There.
I picked up on it.
Yeah, good job. So I've not seen this yet. This is my first time watching it. RP, have you seen this?
I watched it.
Oh. Well, it's not RP's first time watching it, so, you know.
I don't know what's going on, but I watched it.
All right. Let's do it. From Software and Bandai Namco Entertainment presents.
You again. You know, I'm not exactly craving company here.
Where are the subtitles?
Shh.
Hounds now entering combat zone. Initiating phase 2.
So what happened to 617 and the others? Fill me in, Admiral Walter. Well, at least you're helping me clear my inventory.
Dude, aesthetically, this looks like Gen 3. This looks really good. There goes your shield. That's a big gun and a big tank.
This one is functional, but don't expect much more.
I'm not here to talk. Wake it up.
Wake it up. Oh, that's sick. Dude just fucking rammed it. Hell yeah. Alright, that is the most badass thing I've seen in a long time. Bro. Oh, shit.
Updating target parameters. Phase 3, pattern E.
Bro. Did he just suicide right there with that? I don't think that kills you when you use that, but that was also a big explosion. That was incredible. Holy hell, there's like little needles all over this dude.
617 down.
Oh, that's what happened to them. Is that an ear? No, that's a neck.
Reporting to Handler Walter.
So it appears
Complete.
they did not survive that little explosion they popped off with right there.
621. I'll give you a reason to exist.
So wait. Oh. Oh.
Let's get to work.
Is that how this is gonna work? Okay. I think so. I think that is some UN Plus stuff right there. Dude, that's really good. So wait. All right, we're gonna step through this really quickly, RP. You ready for this?
I'm ready. What's going
All right,
on?
so first off, that was fucking sick. That was a badass trailer right there. That is probably one of the best Armored Core cinematics I've ever seen. To be
you
honest
watch it
with
in
you.
English or Japanese?
English. So,
You pleb.
did you watch it in Japanese?
Of course. It sounds so much cooler.
Yo, Retro Mecha, thank you for the resub. You're excited for the Cyber Corpse piloting a robot? All right, let's step through the video now.
It's making me say something here.
Also, everybody else, hello, whoever else arrived during this. So we got PC4SH and Retry and Benefer. And if I missed anyone else, I'm sorry. What's up, Retro Mecha? Though? Thank you for the resub. Okay. Let's go through this again. We'll skip around a little bit.
You again.
All right, so it looks like, well,
Same people that made Final Fantasy.
yeah, it's yeah, Square Enix, totally. So, all right, so let's just go to the end here really quick because that's the big reveal, right?
621.
So what are they waking up? So it's a dude in a bag, to start with.
Bunch of needles in them.
Right. So I'm wondering if they're uploading like your consciousness or some shit to the armored core here. Like, are we full AI or are they gonna put us in the AC? Because like we're laid out right in front of the AC right here. An augmented, well, augmented human could mean a lot of things. Honestly, though, it doesn't mean that good.
So what it means is that Armored Core is not a giant robot game anymore. It's a giant kaiju game.
Well, if it's a person and a robot, it's still mecha.
No, but it's their AI uploaded.
Ah, okay. We are the AC.
What's
up, Ram?
Not AI, but it's their intelligence, I guess.
So what I'm wondering is, well, why does the body need to exist then? Like, are they like put you in the freezer and like, oh, we need to pull this one out now. Let's throw his AI, let's throw his consciousness in this one. Couldn't they just put you on a server and make you stay there? You think it's 617 survived and they're putting the consciousness into the machine? I think that's supposed to be 621 on the table, though, according to this.
Mission complete.
It could be sync testing. That's a good idea. I like that.
621.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 621 right here. That's the player character, I believe. And there's a brain waves on the screen right there in the corner. That little needle in front of your head is a little concerning. Maybe it's a sync testing and they'll stick you in afterwards. That's a good point. You also suspect the scene is unique to that character. That is also possible. But yeah, the fact that the AC turns on and we're right in front of it like that, I feel like they're hinting at that you're going to be, they're sticking the body in the mech here as opposed to just being a pilot, which is kind of insane. But let's go back to the actual scene with the other corpse pilots.
That guy's blood pressure was really good.
Well, yeah, he's been in the cooler, it looks like.
Yeah, it was good. It was like 128 over 70 something.
All right, let's go back and just watch it all again. We'll talk through it this time. I like this idea is really cool. I like it.
You again. You know,
Wait a second. Thought. So, if it is just your consciousness inside the AC, maybe we are a special case, perhaps. And that's why when you die in the game, you can restart. God damn it, Cookie. Also, hi, Cookie.
Die in the game, you die for real.
Well, because like they said the other pilots died, and they showed them fighting right there, and they died. Oh, not Grey's Ein. I don't like Ein. But maybe maybe it's something to do with them loading your consciousness into the AC, so that way, in a game mechanic sense, if you die, they just throw you in another. They upload you again, and you're good to go. I mean, that's a possibility, right? All right, let's watch it again. So Handler Walter must be the dude who. These must be his mercenaries, essentially. He's pulling you out of swords to send you on the battlefield.
His hounds?
The thing is, though, if that theory would be true, then we're a unique case, unlike everybody else.
Fill me in, Handler Walter. Well, at least you're helping me clear my inventory.
That's true, Benifer. This combat here looks sick, though. This is a really good cinematic trailer, and I love the idea of just jamming a Gatling gun into an enemy's head and just lighting them up.
I wonder if gameplay yet?
I wonder if this is hinting at destructible parts also right here. Yeah, it says at the beginning all the pilots dying is helping him clear out his inventory, right?
Functional, but don't expect much more.
I'm not here to talk. Wake it up.
So this doctor dude is just, I wonder how you end up here. I wonder if we get into that. Like, how do you end up in this dude's lab and he just has you in storage? Like, are you a prisoner? Were you like in an accident and like they just saved your remains for later? I don't know what a G-Pack is, Sharks in Space. Also, what's up? Dude, I'll say one thing. Was that 619 right there or 620? Whoever this dude, he pops off right here. This just makes me think like how good co-op could be in this, like the potential to be there. Like, look at that! Oh, if you could do something like this, it would be badass. What's up, Vanda? Former coral junkie, maybe. That's another good point. Yeah, that's true. Possibly. You imagine it's a human debris situation like IBO? That's a good idea. Metal Wolf right there. Yeah, Alden. Yeah. I like that idea, Ronan. Old AC pilots. So what's interesting, well, maybe not interesting. In this scene right here, right before he's about to die, well, from the giant cannon, they activate whatever that ability is, which we know we can use in-game. We thought it was some kind of EMP pulse thing, but apparently it's more like a assault armor explosion based off this and what we saw before. I wonder if you being a pilot in this situation, if you have free will still. You know what I mean? Like, are they going to be able, or like what if you don't want to do this? Can you just stop, or do they shut you off? They pull the plug and you're just dead. So maybe we have no choice in what we're doing the entire game, and maybe we have a choice eventually. That'd be kind of interesting. Also, it seems like that big gun was never aimed at them, so they just completed the mission because they were told to. That's going to be important. If you have no, because in the past Armored Core games, you kind of always had a choice. I mean, you complete the mission, right? But like, you're still a person in a mech or an AC or a Next or whatever. So like, you have a choice of what you're doing. Honestly, the emotion shown in this trailer so far looks like it will have the best storytelling of From Software for years. Well, it'll probably. This is obviously not a lot to go off of yet, but this could have the best storytelling in all of Armored Core for sure. You imagine we'd be left out to die? Yeah, that makes sense. You like that theory, but what if it's a way to get your life back? Says say complete the mission and gain your freedom, your autonomy. That's another idea, Ronan. Maybe, but if that was, so what's interesting, we don't have a lot of like none of the pilots really talk during this trailer, so we can't see what their emotions are like. You know what I mean? But the fact that's pulled out of you right there, it makes me think that they're gonna put your body inside of it actually. So that kind of goes back the opposite direction of what I was saying before. Maybe they upload your consciousness to it.
621.
That's true, Vanda, the pattern. See, I'll give you a reason to exist. So we have no purpose. So right now we're just, that is a storytelling trope from the Souls games. Oh God, he said it. Where the person, like the character, was like an aimless, you know, chosen one of some sort. That like they're kind of like they're going to go do this thing now. When have AC player characters ever spoken? I don't know if they even did in Last Raven. So the question is that scene right there with the AC turning on, is that for dramatic effect, or is that like an actual like world build? It's a story trailer, so it might actually be relevant to the world. Well, so with Gray's Ein, the retry, in that case, it's his consciousness in it, right? Is his body actually in the Grays? I don't remember. Yeah, none of the player characters ever talk. The Raven is a symbol of freedom and independence. A hound is a tool for a master, right? And they make that comment in the other trailer about we take the title of Raven. So maybe part of the story, after a point, we like get out of this whole Merc company thing. However we do that, you know, however that works out, probably in a negative to the handler Walter, and he'll probably want to hunt us down after a while. We must get a way to have like break free and have our own autonomy at some point, I think. Based off them saying we took the title of Raven and the whole wings thing. It was in the other trailer we watched before. His body's literally inside the mobile suit. Okay. Yeah, but not... And the broken wing comment. Exactly, Retro Mecha. What do you think, RP? Let's hear your thoughts.
Dude, his blood pressure, steady. It's good.
Is it good? Let's go check. I want to see. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it was good. It's at the end.
At the end? Okay. Oh, right. Okay, right before the AC turns on.
Where his brainwave and stuff is.
Where is that at? So 128/75.
Pretty good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Looks like our brainwaves are 47.6101 and 42.88. I think that's a brain. No, wait. Is that blood pressure? Because
I have no idea.
I don't think it is. Because like, well, no, it might be. That might be a heart right there. The top one's definitely a brain.
Right. Yeah. It looks like brain waves.
Right. Your guess is a raven takes pity on you and helps you get out and dies, and you take his name. That wouldn't be a bad idea conceptually, because in the other trailer, there's that other AC that there's a little bit of dialogue with him talking to you. So I'm wondering if it's something like that. Like maybe you do get away somehow. Maybe somebody helps you and they die. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like somebody's sympathetic to the cause of the people they're putting in ACs and forcing them to do whatever task they have because they have no purpose anymore. That's why it's probably either like prisoners or like coral junkies. I like that idea a lot. Like basically like the lower class of people that they're just creating meat weapons out of and sticking them in ACs and saying, go kill things. You think we're going to get philosophical? Like, what if Doom was Ghost in the Shell? I don't know a lot about Doom, but I know what Ghost in the Shell is. It might go that route. They have potential to do that. Is there anything new in the combat here that we can figure out? Let's go back to the beginning and go through the combat section one more time. Would you know this is Game of the Year? This is a really good trailer. I will say, like I said, it's one of Armored Core's best cinematics by far. We saw the shield before. We've never seen the Gatling gun, which is cool. He has a blade on. Oh, he lost his arm. So it doesn't matter. That's a good idea, Aldous. I like that.
Functional, but don't expect much more.
I'm not here to talk. Wake it up.
Well, that's not true, PC, because the operators do care about the Raven in a lot of the games. Lane Myers does, Nell does, Sheila does, person from Armored Core 4, and Sumika does. The operators are usually the only ones that are sympathetic towards the Raven. No one else. This is just such a good trailer. This scene right here is just so fucking good. They like killed it. That is true, Ronan. It could just be people down on their luck too. And they could just like get you into doing it because of that reason. Like, oh, you don't have any money and you're in debt, or your family's gonna, like, they need medical care. Like insert anything that like puts you at a disadvantage, and they could use that against you. Maybe that's how you become one of these bodies that are in storage because they pay you out for doing it, and then eventually you're just a husk that gets put in an AC. But yeah, I think that throughout a lot of the games, you have a good relationship with the operators and with other ACs, like Alden's saying, Apple Boy, Shade, even Royal Mist. Yeah, right. Yeah, so this does seem like Part Destruction will be back. But again, take that with a grain of salt, because like in Armored Core 3, the opening cinematic, there's Part Destruction that doesn't come for like 4 games. Now, I think it'd be really cool for them to put that back in, especially if you're going to rely on a shield on your back sometimes, so you have to get blown off. We are not the pilot anymore. We are the AC. That's yet to be determined, though. I don't know. I'm not sold on that yet, based off the other trailer and them saying we took the name of a Raven. So that makes me think that we are a Hound in this case, right? That is what this whole body is that we're looking at right here. You're a Hound, so you're basically a weapon for Walter and his friends. But you might break free from that, and that could be a good story element to the game, which would add a lot of narrative to this game, which would be really cool. Like in early games when you're at the corpse and they take parts of you as collateral and make you more than human plus is what you're talking about, Ronan, right? You're a lapdog. We're a lapdog right now, or a Hound. Old King is going to be in the game now. All right, so we've seen this scene a couple times. I bet that we do a mission similar to this in the game too, which would be really cool. I mean, this. So hold on. That right there is very, very Human Plus reminiscent. I mean, granted, it's not that light symbol in front of your face, but like that is a reference for sure.
617 down.
Maybe dude just really likes acupuncture.
2-1.
Yo, Bumpy, thanks for the raid. What's up?
I'll give you a reason to exist.
So that whole reason to exist thing, though, that kind of makes me think that, well, you know what? It could still be the idea that these people signed up for this to save their families, etc., 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 pay a debt, whatever, and they didn't know what they were getting into, therefore not having a reason to exist anymore. You still think Alpha Team 617 through 20 is a player character team, 617 last man standing. You also think that 617 is so injured that they, in a sense, retire him and upload your consciousness or soul to that plug thing they remove from the body, then plug it into the AC and you become 621. Maybe. That's not a bad theory, Kenny. I don't think it's just donating their body to science. I think it's probably going to be more than that. But that's what I mean, there's a lot of ways to get to dude on table. Like, there's a lot of ways to get there. What if bro is having a fever dream that his AC is talking to him? I mean, they could go like some crazy route with this and do some cool shit like that. That would be cool and creepy. Yeah. I mean, the idea of uploading your consciousness to a mech is definitely not a new concept. So you might go that route, but I really think something is going to happen where you get your autonomy back in the game in some sense. And then like the hounds are hunting you along with whatever other story elements they push into the game. Because that would be a really cool turnaround. Like, okay, so half the game you're, working, you're with Walter, Hound Handler Walter, whatever the hell his name is. And, you're just doing these missions over and over again. You're not dying, you're surviving. And eventually you get to a point where said event happens and you get away from that somehow. However that is, we'll find out, obviously. Another thought, though, this might have nothing to do with the player character at all. You know what I mean? Like, this could just be it's part of the world. It's a story because it's still part of the world. Like 617 through 21 might have no relevance to the main character. It's possible. It's all a simulation. What's up, Rex? I'm just thinking there could be some this could go a couple different ways. This might just be like showing you how the hounds are made, and maybe based off the other, trailer, we're working for Walter, but maybe not in the same way. I don't know. Considering how late we're showing up, right? It could be our main nemesis. Even that. See, that's a good point. It could be. Squad 6 might have come before us and we're Squad 9. Yeah, this might just be giving you some insight into what the hounds, who the hounds are, what's going on behind the scenes, that kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily mean we're watching the player character right now being turned on for the first time. But
what's Coral?
So Coral is a resource in the world from what we know. We don't really know anything about it, but it's something that the corporations are fighting over right now.
Oh.
So a resource. Exactly. Right. I was waiting for somebody to say something phrasing. And we're in Squad 9 and we're 909, maybe.
Do they inject Coral into people?
We don't know. We just know it's a resource people fight over.
Oh.
That's pretty much that. I mean, there's probably, if you read everything, there's probably something more you can derive from that, but that's all I know about it right now. AC loves elusive storytelling. It does love elusive storytelling, that's for sure. You got to piece. Well, FromSoft in general loves elusive storytelling. You got to put it together, right? Go back to the beginning of the video. What am I looking for, Alderson? Oh, they're in. Oh, is that red line right there, Alderson? I know what you're talking about now. Yes, RP. Apparently they do. To answer your question.
That's pretty cool.
Well, it's probably not cool. It's probably really bad, actually.
I mean, is that how they're like preserving bodies or whatever?
I don't know. We don't know what it does. Right. We do know it's a destroyed planet as well. Right, it's obvious everything else is black and white except for that. Right, that's the Coral line going to the pilot, right, or the person right there, not pilot yet. It's really morbid that you are 621 of Walter's hounds, and 617 seems to be the longest living hound. Makes you think how many suicide missions Walter has his hounds go on. Well, based off the inventory comment, I think that they are treating these people as just tools, right? So they don't, it's like if your gun breaks, oh shit, I'll get another one, whatever. Like, that's kind of what they're working with here. Like, oh, it's like a good comparison. Someone said it earlier, is to human debris in Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Literally just people they use as tools to pilot mobile suits, and if they die, oh well, get another one. Yeah, like a means to an end, exactly. Coral's a super resource like Spice and Dune. They've said this, right? Well, we don't know what it does though. I mean, apparently they can stick it in you because it's right there. I don't know what Spice is in Dune either, to be honest with you. It makes you wonder what the hounds are. Are they funded by the corpse, or are they like a shittier Raven's Nest? Well, we know. Well, based off this, and Walter is a hound handler. The hounds are literally these people they're putting into ACs or uploading to ACs that are being used as weapons. That if you die, you die. Oh well. In the last year, you gained a new appreciation for all the AC stories. You didn't realize how good they were back in the day. Right. You have so same because whenever I played them as a kid, I didn't pick up on anything. It's like any Souls game or FromSoft game. You got to like piece the narrative together. And Dune and hyperspace fuel. It's hyperspace fuel, but also gives you superpowers. Okay. Spices giant worm poop that people snort like Coke and lets them navigate the warp. Oh. Okay.
Pretty neat.
But yeah, coral seems like it's gonna be. Oh well, I didn't realize you put it in. I thought it was like a fuel source or something like that. But apparently you put it in people too, and it probably does bad things to you. I assume.
Well, if it's a liquid, they can just inject it into whatever.
Right. Maybe we'll have coral sickness, and that'll play into the game somehow.
Maybe.
Fill me in, Henry Walter.
Well, he got killed by Big Bean.
Well, at least you're helping me clear my inventory.
That part is really interesting. So I really want to know, how do you end up on that table? How do you get there? How does one end up on the table then to be linked up and plugged into an AC? You're hoping there's some trippy psychosis stuff going on. So I don't, that would be cool, but I don't think they're going to build, like, if it's like other Armored Core games, you've been on that table, Cookie. I'm sorry to hear that. Skill issue, not going to lie. For the big cannon. I lost my thought now. Shit. I don't think we're going to, the psychosis thing, I don't, they usually, I mean, in any From Software game I've played, they usually don't lean into the human element of the character very much. You know what I mean? You're not going to get like a Mason's the Numbers thing from like Call of Duty Black Ops where the dude like has a breakdown. Like you're not going to see that here, I don't think. I mean, we could, but that's not normally something they do with their writing. Like you usually have like a, besides like Sekiro, I guess. Sekiro is more the character actually talks and stuff. But usually it's like the player is the character in the game. That's always the feel you get. So you don't ever respond to anything. You know what I mean? Right, probably in other characters or pilots maybe. And we've seen that before with the Human Plus experiments in Gen 1. Because you fight that one AC on that skyscraper who's losing his mind. Because of what they did with him with Human Plus. So that is a concept that's been around in the games before. So they could do something like that again. I'm gonna go through one more time. It'd be cool if missiles actually worked that way. Just like blow a wall off. This combat, this trailer is just so good. We can't see what other dude's doing, unfortunately. Like the sound effects even are so clean. Okay. So, dude on table. That is very Human Plus, like the light right above the head. Even though we're like wrapped in a bag. Right? We're like what is it, RP, when you store food for a long time, you suck all the air out?
Oh, like a food saver bag?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like where you like, where like it gets real tight, the bag over the food.
Yeah.
That's like
vacuum sealed.
Right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We're like vacuum sealed right here. Like this person.
Yeah, they're trying
is.
to preserve your body somehow.
Right. Well, they could just freeze you, right? Isn't that a thing? It's sci-fi, so it can be a thing.
Well, you're gonna get freezer burn.
That's true.
One is functional.
Also,
Air.
look at Walter, this fucking asshole. I guarantee he's an asshole. I'm calling it right now. With his fucking cane, fucking dickhead over here. Look at this bitch. I don't like him already. I can tell he's not going to be nice.
Getting Hojo vibes, huh?
Well, I'm getting, yes, actually. That would make, well, actually, this scientist would be more Hojo, right? Down here. The one doing the experiments on us or setting us up to put us in the AC.
Wasn't Hojo the scientist? I mean.
Right, but Walter's just the dude who sends us to die. So he'd be the soldier equivalent,
okay.
whoever that is.
Yeah.
This dude's giving me Gearman vibes, though, in a way, just because of the cane, and Gearman's in a wheelchair, so crippled in some manner from something, but not really. He's your favorite character, good old Walt. I don't think we're gonna have a good old Walt moment, to be honest with you, based off him just setting people to die, like human weapons, like just stuck into a mech and said, "Go do this mission for me."
One has a cool theme like Hojo.
Me, I wouldn't hold your. I feel like we're not going to interact with the scientist dude. Is just for the trailer. I don't think we're ever going to see him again. Good hunter. One detail you find cool is that you being a Human Plus lab rat provides a reason to why your character doesn't talk, because he might be physically unable to. That's true. That is true. Fatman will always have our back. Well, Fatman's is a bro, so yes. Walter could be the reason we're in the lab. He might have had something to do with how we're now indebted to him with a lifetime of servitude. Possibly, he might just be the guy who also stores the bodies until the hounds need them. You can't help but imagine Walter as having an old-timey bowler hat. I see it. I can see it, Sharks in Space, honestly. I don't know. I mean, I think that we're probably overanalyzing this to a point also, but it's fine. That's the reason we're here right now, right?
Don't expect much more.
So I wonder why he says that about us. I wonder if it's something to do with the background of this character. Yes, I remember the first trailer with the AC scavenging parts. We don't know if that's going to be a mechanic yet in the game or not, which would be weird, but it could work, but it still would be weird. I mean, it's like finding parts and missions throughout the rest of the series, right? What if they're also scavenging humans? That is a thought. I like that thought. You wake up shrink wrapped in this guy's lab. What do? You like the industrial look at the clinic? Yeah, it's very like what is the word? Militaristic. Like clearly this is not to make sure this person's okay and comfortable, right? They're just a tool again. It actually kind of think like cyberpunky with the Ripper docs, like literally like this like hodgepodge lab that you're utilitarian. That's a good word. I like that. That's what I was going for. We should get a whiteboard and start writing everything down, and just have that the meme from the from Always Sunny with me just pointing at a whiteboard with a bunch of stuff drawn all over it. Just need some Adeptus Mechanicus music. Is that Warhammer 40k reference? I'm sure it is. What you got from the trailer was mechas fighting. That is true, Rex. That is what you should get. Murder board. Pepe Sylvia.
Wake it up.
I like how he says wake it up. Like, well, we're a tool. Again, we're a tool. What's up, Shadow? This scene, right, dude, 617 pops off right here. I like this. Right, less than human. 620 gotta watch those energy shotguns. Oh, I just this part right here gets me every time. Something tells me we won't be able to do this in the game, but you never know. It's a theme in FromSoft. Right, the less than human theme. You mentioned that before. That is true.
Who's watching the overhead view?
Probably Walter. Or probably from his perspective, like a drone or something, just watching the fight happen. So this right here, I'm wondering if I'm wondering is if that what he said right there, changing target parameters, blah blah blah. If we don't, like 617 doesn't have a choice. You know what I mean? Like he said, oh, you're gonna self-destruct. Well, pop assault armor equivalent right now, and you're gonna do it. And I don't care what happens to you. That would be an interesting concept, and that could lead into us eventually getting away from that and breaking away from the hounds or whatever. From the moment you understood the weakness of your flesh, what are you reading? What is that from, Alison? This might be out of the realm of possibility, but maybe some hounds used to be experienced ravens who have fallen from grace. Possibly. I don't know. It's hard to tell still, like how you get from person to person on table. The line where he says your character is functional and not much else might be a reference to AC4 next compatibility and how the pro tag of AC4 had low sync rate. Possibly similar to that, yeah. Does he even have the consciousness of thoughts to refuse? Right, Benefer. And this could be like a unique scenario where the player character has that ability. It's a 3-minute trailer. It's become a 40-minute video. This happened last time too, Ronan. It's fine. We start going and we just, you know, don't stop. RP's like, I want to play Diablo.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if part of the game is going to be us mindlessly following what Walter tells us to do, and there's a break point, and that's in the story somewhere. You know what I mean? Yeah, gaining consciousness, gaining independence, and then freedom. Right.
Is this meant to be like a big war, or is it like a training thing, or what?
This is so the corporations are fighting over that resource coral, okay?
The coral, yeah.
And they are probably hiring hounds to, like, you know, complete a mission for them. Whether this might be like a corporation holding a coral deposit here, and they're like, go destroy this shit so we can take it from them.
Yeah.
So it's them hiring mercenaries or hounds in this case to do it. And instead of it, in past games, instead of the Raven being just a person who's a mercenary, it seems like now they hire these hound handler companies, maybe, who just have human bodies to stick in ACs and go make them do stuff. So we're watching, you know, four other people here just die. Or 4, no, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so 4 other people. My thought, at least, is that. That's probably what we just saw go down there.
What does the 600 stuff mean?
I think
The,
that might be
like the numbers. They have any
that
relevance?
might be the number of hound they're on. So they started with 1 and they're on 621 now.
Yeah.
In other words, remember, if these people are just going to be tools, they don't care. They'll fucking keep sending them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they don't have a name. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I get it.
Like a serial number, exactly. This is good. It's making you more pumped for the game. Same here. I'm wondering if these shrink wrap dudes might be the key characters from past generations who were like throwing in refrigerators for science. Nah, I don't think this will have any tie to any other Armored Core game. So Alden, you think 600 is the 6th squad? What makes you say that? I mean, that's possible. It would track also if that was the case. But yeah, I think we're going to be completely separate from every other Armored Core universe, like they kind of have done in the past. I mean, 4 through Verdict Day are tied together, and then all of Gen 3 is, and Gen 2 is, and Gen 1 is, but that's true. It is. What was that, RP? Why are you breathing so heavy? You all right?
Oh, I was scratching my nose.
You all right, dude? It's normal in labeling convention. It makes sense, yeah. It's been confirmed the game isn't tied to the past timelines. I'm not surprised by that at all. Right, like apartment 201 is second floor, room 1. Right, so that also could be that. Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't count, Ronan. Don't. Oh, yeah, 17, 19, and 20. They didn't mention 18. Maybe 18 was dead already. Yeah, that could be true. Well, so I'm wondering if they're going to go the route where Ravens are like a past thing in the world. Like there were Ravens at one point who were mercenaries, and they've done that and whatnot, but they died out for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And then they eventually moved over to Hounds. And so when we take the name of a Raven, that's a big deal because they were free mercenaries, where the Hounds are actually, tools. But anyways, I think that we've talked enough about a 3-minute trailer. I mean, it's really good. I'm probably watch it 10 more times because it just looks sick. What are we at? We have about a month and 5 days before the game comes out, so the hype has not ended. But anyways, if you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our rant, or not a rant, but our long discussion on the new story trailer for Armored Core 6. If you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments. I will happily respond to them. Pre-order now, yeah. I'll see you. I'll see you on Rubicon. Make sure you get Tenderfoot. That's definitely an Armored Core 3 redesign right there, which is beautiful. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.